So welcome to the CIM Discovery Session and Masterclass. The CIM Diploma is one of the most amazing qualifications right now because it positions you and ranks you in the top 1% of marketers worldwide. Why does it do that? Well, digital marketing is one of the skills that employers most demand right now. Even if you went onto any of the job boards here and now, from things like the Telegraph, any of those job boards, they will tell you one thing, that they are looking for somebody who is CIM accredited and qualified. Why? Because if you are CIM accredited, it means that you are accredited to best practice. It means you're uber relevant in the world of digital, and not only do you have the expertise in terms of knowledge of digital, you're going to be performing the best strategies in the world. And these strategies that you're using are obviously within the syllabus. So if you think about it, the CIM qualification, because it's accredited by a worldwide recognized study center and institute, it means that you can go anywhere in the world and somebody can see what qualification you've got and obviously what that means. Now, in terms of the actual level, I think probably the most fascinating aspect is that you can make sure that you're empowered in every single channel. Now, this masterclass will cover obviously what the diploma, includes in terms of topics, but I think it's really important to understand that when you're looking at doing a qualification, you would be getting a degree, an undergraduate level degree, but without the expense of having to go to university. So it's exactly the same. So Jeanette, you've said here, I have a master's obtained in Bournemouth Uni in 2016. In terms of obviously already working in, digital or having experience, you can, if you have done a marketing degree, and it has to be very specific marketing degree, you can use the Graduate Gateway to get exemption from one of the modules. Now, when we talk about exemption, it means that you would be doing 2 out of the 3 modules that are mandatory to get the qualification. So if you're doing that, you just pay for the modules that you're doing. So currently the investment for the diploma is 1249 to study online. That covers all your course materials, all your reading lists, everything. The only thing that's in addition to that is the CIM fees, which I'll cover in a second. Now, if you do have exemption, it means that you pay £300 less. So a £300 saving takes it to £949 plus VAT. Now, you can, of course, pay monthly, and we do not penalise for anyone who wants to pay monthly. We want to empower people to be able to do this. And, if you're investing and you want to do a qualification, an investment in terms of time is the biggest commitment we ask. But the investment in cost is £99 a month over 12 months, or £199 over 6. Now, that generally brings it down to quite an affordable, quite an easy investment for most people to make. But don't go into this lightly, because obviously, you're going to come out with a worldwide recognized qualification, a degree. And, this is one of the best things you can have on a CV. The reason for that is that digital is the most in-demand skill right now. There is no business in the world that their marketing department is not utilizing some form of online marketing activity. So I'm the head tutor. For any of you that I have not met or met virtually online through social media, my name is Dawn McGrewer, and I founded Business Consult back in 2005. So at the grand old age now, what am I, 41 this year, I have worked in digital since the internet literally began. And my key area of expertise is very much the world of online marketing. So anything to do with promoting a business online, generating leads and converting more customers, and ultimately growing a business through profit, not necessarily size. So this qualification really does empower students to be confident, even if you've got masses of experience. One of the things with digital is that it tends to be quite self-taught. So what happens is that, even if you've worked in, say, email for the past sort of 20 years, you might be faced with the new realms of data and GDPR. So, this will make sure that you're not only up to date as a practitioner and you would understand exactly what to do regardless whether you have to do that in your role or not, but it would mean that as a strategic leader, you could absolutely make sure that you are empowering your agencies, your teams to do the best strategies, because you can all get success through online marketing, but this is about knowing the absolute best way of doing it, the most efficient and the most effective, so that you can get the maximum return on investment. Now, my background is programming, equally with psychology, marketing, and business. That's my key realm in terms of what I speak about. I've written a book, Dynamic Digital Marketing, which was in the Business Book of the Year Awards as a finalist. Also in the CIM recommended must read, which is quite an accolade to have. And it's a book that you would use along with the qualification, and you would use that for referencing when you're doing things like your assignments. Now, everything that we teach, we practice what we preach. So because we're part academy and part agency, we're quite different in the style. You know, as a digital marketing professional, everything I'm teaching is current real world business. You know, it's great to have a qualification, but at the end of the day, you know, it's all about putting that into practice and implementing the things that you learn. So you would be empowered with CIM tutors, CIM examiners, and marketing professionals who are working in the consultancy day to day, who will be your marketing mentors. So this is not just about learning marketing. This is about looking at, if you're doing something in your business, you've got a campaign running, asking us for advice and letting us help you as that virtual marketing consultant. Now, I as I say, wrote the book covering all aspects of digital. One of the things that I find with digital is that people tend to think it's about web and coding and things like that. Online marketing is about basically getting a brand, getting a business to shine online, so that people are aware of that person, so that that business, that brand has online presence, it has the positioning that ultimately will then gear so that the proposition that they're putting out there will attract and convert abundance of profitable customers. And that ultimately is what marketing is about. Sales and marketing go hand in hand. And for me, utilizing you know, the amount of knowledge that we have as a business is amazing, but you'll also be mixing with your study buddies within the groups, because we offer a huge amount of support. I think with doing something like an online qualification, you have to be absolutely confident that you're not going to be left in the lurch. You know, we're going to be there making sure that every step of the way that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing when you're supposed to be doing it. So there's a form of accountability. You're not just going to be left with a course to access. There are timelines that we try and encourage. And yes, you've got a year to complete this, but you know, if you've got some time on your hands, you can complete this and graduate in as little as 12 weeks, but you will be learning a lot. So don't underestimate this. This is not a quick fix digital marketing course. This is an undergraduate degree that is going to give you such powerful knowledge that you are going to be able to master the world of online marketing and social media to use in any industry, to use in any business. Now, the reason for this qualification is it's industry focused. What we want you to come out the other end with is, yes, a degree, yes, the honorifics after your name, and yes, graduate and go to Westminster, get your caps and tails and wear your gowns and take your amazing photos. That's great. But ultimately, this is about you being able to walk into a role, whether it's a current role, getting a new job, pay rise, or a promotion, and develop your career, and know that when you are doing something in the world of online marketing, that you're absolutely 100% confident that that is going to have an impact and it's going to have the result that that business requires. Now, yes, it will help you position yourself and get pay rise and promotion. About 83% of our graduates do that. And in the world of digital, it is a highly paid profession. You know, at the end of the day, one of the key things that people want to develop their career for, and let's be honest, is that they want a pay rise and promotion, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. Professional development, yes, is about learning a skill. It's about bettering your knowledge, your skill, your understanding, and your expertise, but also your positioning in the business. You know, you want to be the best of the best. And this qualification makes sure that you are completely versed in the world of SEO, email marketing, online advertising, including things like pay-per-click, using Google ads, using social media ads, and digital best practice and legislation. Yeah, not the most exciting aspect, but so important. And we don't cover a module, you know, looking at each of the different legislations. We build it in so that we're teaching best practice for each of the strategies. So you're not going to face a module where you have to sit down and read about GDPR. When we're talking about email marketing, we're talking about how that actually exists, best practice, in real world business. So what does it look like on a landing page? How do you get someone to opt in? What is the process that you go through so that you're understanding it in situ? And this is all about being able to join a course, but implement what you're learning, yeah, at that point. So, you know, you don't get to the point where you graduate from the degree and then you go and implement it. We want you to take this knowledge and you utilize it day in, day out. You know, from the first half hour of joining this course, I guarantee you will learn something that you can utilize in your business, be it a tool or a template or a strategy or some form of tactic that you haven't thought about before. Because everything that we cover here, we update every 12 weeks because digital marketing is ever evolving. You know, with the world of social media marketing, the biggest pitfall that people make is they don't turn the connections into clients. They're not monetizing these social media networks. And this course will empower you in terms of knowing how to do that. Because the key is not spending all the time, all the money, all the effort and getting a level of results. You want to be getting the absolute maximum return on your results. You want to spend less money, you want to work smarter, and you want to work harder. No, you want to work less, right? At the end of the day, working smarter means that you will basically being able to, instead of pushing marketing out the door all the time, you'll be spending most of your time auditing, planning, and optimizing. And that is the key. So when you understand that marketing has such an important place in a business, then you can see the power of online marketing. Because if you get the strategy right, you can be running ad campaigns day in, day out. And instead of spending all your time building these things and putting promotional content out, you will have a steady flow of leads, okay? Excuse me. Now, with the steady flow of leads, one of the things that we want to happen there is we want to look at nurture sequences. So this course is about looking at how you position your business online, how you attract ultimately more leads, but how you convert more. Because at the end of the day, 79% of leads in a business that come in will never, ever turn into a paying customer. And the reason for that is that the nurture strategy, the automation is not in place to manage that person efficiently through the customer journey. So there's lots that you will cover. And at the end of the day, I love this quote from Warren Buffett. The best investment you can make is an investment in yourself. The more you learn, the more you earn. And absolutely, you know, for me as a digital practitioner, I speak on stage worldwide about digital marketing, and I'm a key influencer in that field because I'm not just practicing what we're doing. Obviously, I'm preaching, I'm sharing that knowledge, and you too can empower people in your team. We've trained about 27,000 students to best practice level and accredited them over the years. And we're training about 5,000 students each and every year because it's a powerful qualification, but it's something that's absolutely in demand. And when you have a skill set that people want, it means that you have a great chance at obviously, you know, running a business, but also from an employability point of view, it's key because you stand out from the crowd. As soon as you put CIM onto a CV, when people are filtering through CVs and that search term comes up, guess what? You go to the top of the tree. And this is all about investing for an outcome. At the end of the day, as I say, doing a qualification is great. Right? Walking out with a diploma is an amazing feeling and one that you will be super proud of, and we will be proud of too. But there has to be a reason. You have to think about what your learning objective is and what you want at the end. You will have to learn, obviously, all sorts of different skills, some that you may already know. So, you know, that will depend on the pace that you go through the content. But the great thing is that when you do the assessments, there is no exams. You're doing an assessment that is all about your business or a business you choose. So you can implement what you're writing about and actually utilize it in the business real time. you know. And the eligibility side, I think the interesting thing here is I get asked all the time, am I eligible? I've done a degree, I've done this, I've done that. To be honest with you, in my eyes, it is kind of irrelevant in terms of what qualifications you've done. Yes, you've done marketing qualification, you can get exemption. But what's important? The thing is that we've built in a foundation module, a layer, because a lot of people are self-taught. Loads of people have worked in marketing, traditional marketing, for maybe 20 years and decide to get into online marketing. They're still brand new to it. And yes, you've got commercial expertise, but you need to learn from the ground up, because there'll be subtle tweaks and strategies that maybe from a self-taught level you wouldn't know. So regardless whether you're coming from accountancy, you're coming from a marketing background, the main difference in eligibility is the pace that you'll go through the content, yeah? Because we want to make sure that every single bit, every layer of that onion of the world of online marketing is covered. So, you know, it's ever evolving. You know, what you learn today has to be kept up to date. And the thing that, you know, is important in a role is that you're implementing what you're learning. And that's what's going to make you a powerful digital marketer. So we will accept someone on the grounds of that, yes, if you're brand new to it, you have to understand it's going to be a bit of effort on your side, but we will cover everything to bring you up to that stage. You will do your deeper learning when you're doing the actual assignments. And, you know, I think the thing is here is we're a digital agency, so the support that we're giving is second to none. We have a 99% pass rate, you know, out of all of the study centres. I think there's 6 now worldwide that do the digital. We are currently one of the only ones who is still practicing, because we have online. And in times of change that we're experiencing at the moment, it's important to understand that you're not going to be left. We're all still working as a business, and we have things like study buddy groups, so you can mix with other students, you can speak to tutors. I go live every Friday, and that's as close as we can get to kind of like being in a classroom environment and being there to support you. So what are you going to get? So if you invest your time and money, yes, you're going to come out with digital skills, but you're going to get honorifics after your name. So you'll see on my name here, I have FCIM, which means that I'm a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Marketing. That's basically my membership status. It's an invite only. It means that I've been working in marketing since forever. But I'm at the highest accolade in my skills and expertise. But the DIPDM is what you will get. Now, you'll also be able to get a membership status. You'll start off as affiliate member, and you'll work your way indeed towards fellowship status. So once you become a member, and once you get your diploma and your honorifics, you'll get DIPDM and MCIM after your name. So, you know, this is a powerful thing, because as much as you might think, you know, it's an irrelevant status, I guarantee you, when you say that you're part of the Chartered Institute of Marketing, that is very powerful to a client and also to an employer. So this is all about working towards chartered marketeer status, which is a status recognizing marketers who are achieving this highest level in profession. So as soon as you do your qualification, you can continue on to become that highest accolade. You don't have to go on and do a postgrad. You can just dip in and do mini courses to keep your skills, keep your expertise up to date. And you collect a thing called CPD, which is your continuous professional development. And when you enroll in the diploma, it's a free scheme that you start off and you join at that point, and you just work your way to this highest tier. And being featured as a chartered marketer on the CIM's website, you know, that there is nothing that you can position higher than that in this particular profession. So it's demonstrating this sort of ongoing commitment to an employer or to a client. And you have an annual graduation ceremony in Westminster, and you've got your cap and your gowns, and you get your certification. So as much as you graduate in 12 weeks, go to the annual ceremony. There's no charge for it. It's an amazing experience. We go, we support our students. You know, at the end of the day, some of you may not have been to university before. You know, this is the same as going to university, and you're going to come out with that degree. So as I say, the investment is 1249, and that's to pay upfront online, covers everything apart from the CIM fees. or you can do a payment plan. There's no credit searches, no interest. As I say, we don't penalise anyone for paying monthly. You know, we encourage it because we want to empower as many people to do this and have access to the qualification. So there's a sign-up fee for £99 on the monthly payment plan, and you pay that in your first instalment, and then you choose to pay either 12 months at £99 plus VAT, or 6 months, you know, at £199 plus VAT. So when you join the CIM, you have to pay. So when I mentioned CIM fees, I said I would cover it. You pay basically to become a member. So remember I was talking about that membership status. You start as an affiliate studying member, and then if you choose after year 1 to continue and work your way to chartered marketer status, then you would continue to pay this annual fee. There's no VAT on it. It's £65, and you get a load of perks as well from the CIM, from events to other resources that they have online within their portal. So there's not just obviously the status side, there will be resources that you can access that will indeed help you on your marketing career and on your studies. So the course structure, you basically do video content. It's all pre-recorded. We don't drip content. It's all available from day 1. So are your assignments, because if you're anything like me, I like to be able to see what I'm doing. I want to be able to look at what I've got to create at the end of my learning and understand what that looks like. So we give you past student examples as well. And we show you an example of a grade A and a B. So basically you do 3 assignments. They are written, no exams. They're based on a business. They're real world documents. So they're not dissertations or essays. They're things like reports. So it could be that you're drafting up something like a social media strategy, a lead gen strategy, how to convert more customers on your website. You know, there's all sorts of scenarios that you would be used to doing in a digital marketing role. So a lot of students, even if they've done degrees before, have said that it's not a huge advantage because the only thing that's probably familiar is things like referencing. And again, when we show you the past student examples, you'll see the layout, you'll see what your coursework will ultimately look like, and length. You know, it's about 4,000 words. So it takes about 6 hours to draft an assignment, but you want to probably leave about 4 weeks because you want to be able to get a Q&A call with your tutor, go through the assignment before you embark on it, make sure you're in the right zone and you're on the right lines and the right path. Talk it through. Then get your draft fully done, submit your draft into us, and then again speak to your tutor. One-to-one, get this feedback verbally and see where you can increase your marks, and we'll also send it as written. Now, we're the only study centre that offers one-to-one, and I think that's got a huge amount towards the fact that we've got a 99% pass rate, because at the end of the day, yes, your learning is great and it's a very powerful, very important part of your course, but you know, you're not going to get your diploma unless you have geared the assignment and you've actually put this learning into practice and implemented it in an assignment. Now, all your assignments are hypothetical. You know, it could be things you are actually doing as a business or you'd want to do. But because you're always writing about in future tense of, you know, the scenario might be, how would you increase your online social media presence or community? You'd be talking about what you would do. So even if you don't have access to analytics or anything like that for your business, it's totally irrelevant because there's free tools available. Anything that's open source for a business, that's all we're asking you to use. You're not releasing any private or data that, you know, the business wouldn't want you to include. And again, all of the content that you put in your assignments is absolutely protected by non-disclosure. All of our team, all of CIM, nothing that's in your assignment passes either internally or externally. So you have that confidence. And as I say, we're all tutors, we're all examiners, we've all done this qualification. So when we've written it, we wanted to gear it so that it was an investment of about 90 minutes of your time over 12 weeks. That's not too drastic. And it means you can still work full time, enjoy your studies, and then you've got the study buddy group, which is online, and you can access other students, you can talk to your tutors, and you have this kind of, you know, face-to-face virtually, where you can chat through any questions or concerns and things that you have. But most importantly, you have this one-to-one. Now, what a great addition. So if you're someone like me who's 41, I can have a student card. So for every student we have, you have the eligibility to have a student discount card. If you've ever had one of these before, you will know just how much you can save. I think it's like 10% off at the co-op. You can go to the cinema. You can save probably your entire course fee with one of these. Now, if we have a look at what the actual course structure is, then it's basically all housed in our online portal. Now, in the online portal, I think the most important sort of aspect to understand is that you can see your progress as you go. So what happens is that you'll see on this screen here, that you have the like 10-point checklist, which is embedded within the learning community. Now, when you log into the portal, what you have is you can see your progress at any point. So you can see where you are and how much you've got to go. The 10-point checklist will give you an end-to-end view of the course. So you can see exactly where you are in that stage and what you need to do when and where. We'll always be on hand pushing you through to those next stages. And as I say, you've got 12 months to complete it. You can chat to us back and forward within the group. You can ask questions. And as you go through, you mark off each bit complete. And these videos are all very short, sharp, and very much into creating a positive learning experience. Now, another question that's come in, my name's Sharon, I'm Head of International Marketing. Is this course relevant for this type of position? Absolutely. Head of International Marketing, yeah, I mean, if you are using online marketing, in a business, which I would imagine 99.9% of businesses are, then yeah, it's relevant for anyone in the digital arena. You've asked here, or is it more designed for people working in specialisms? No, it's the complete opposite. There's a lot of people who have worked in SEO. There's a lot of people who've worked in search, advertising. There's people who've worked in social media. What this does is it brings it all together. You know, if you're working in an international marketing role, you're going to have an understanding of the complete digital marketing mix, and how that works with traditional marketing too, because this qualification doesn't forget it. It joins them hand in hand, because at the end of the day, someone can go from Google onto a website to pick up the phone, and that's mixing online and offline contact. You know, word of mouth, exhibitions, all of these things are still very powerful, but this looks at how it brings the two together. So we have a lot of people who are in big senior roles, people who are in junior roles. The end result of this is where you are in your career and what you can use in each part of it. So think about how you would utilize your digital marketing skills and what it is you actually want to learn. When we're looking at eligibility, or whether indeed this is the right qualification, it's more down to what your learning objectives are. So if you're in international marketing and you feel that you want to upskill, or you just want to put professional qualification behind your skills and expertise, then yeah, it's perfect. So it can be used by practitioners or people from a strategic level. So it empowers people who are either learning to actually go off and do, or people who are guiding to actually make sure that their team and any of their outside third-party agencies are doing exactly what they should be, but also to understand how it should be done and what results you should be looking at, and also how much time and effort, so that when someone creates a proposal to do your SEO, you know exactly what would be done. So you know whether the proposal is indeed correct, because it's telling you all of the things they would do each month and how much they're charging for it. And you can get a really good understanding whether that's good value. We're also empowering you to know what should be done in-house, or what indeed should be outsourced. So the key skills that are wanted in business today are things like SEO, content marketing, video, and social media. And there's a huge digital skills gap. Now, we know that 95% of UK employers see a diploma in digital marketing as a qualification to attain. But I think the scary fact is that, you know, we're going to have 750,000 jobs unfilled worldwide, because we don't have the digital skill, because people have got specialisms and they're not a digital marketer who can look at the entire mix. Generally now, when people are employing, they want a marketing manager, director, exec who has a whole skill base. And this is exactly what this qualification is geared to do. So your brand is our priority, and this is about helping you acquire profitable customers. So it's for those working in marketing or seeking to enter the industry. Ideal if you're developing and implementing digital plans, or working in a team or with agencies. It's going to teach you the essentials to understand fundamental digital planning concepts that are key. So everything from audit to planning to analytics to optimizing and making it better. and you can implement as much or little of obviously what you learn. Now, whatever your role, you know, in a company, be it if it's your own business or you're working in marketing or something to do with business development or maybe sales, this will have a key benefit to you, because digital marketing is such a powerful tool. I think understanding things like social media and understanding the nuances that, you know, the difference of just posting on social media to actually turning your connections into paying customers and how to monetize that from a brand point of view. Doing things like social selling is key. So there's two elements it focuses on: maintenance marketing and also campaign marketing. Maintenance is all about maximizing and sustaining your online presence and positioning. And the campaign side is about lead gen and conversion strategies and looking to achieve this maximum return on investment. Now, we look at marketing as a revenue generator, not a cost. It shouldn't be draining profits. So we look at the best ways to identify your ideal customer, find influencers, and connect you with your target audience. And the whole ethos here is that this course has been designed as a fast-track course to make digital marketing easy, so that we're talking about things in an actual business sense. You know, we're not using SEO jargon. We're actually talking about SEO in terms of what does that mean in terms of getting on page 1 on Google in position 1, and how do you do it, or how is someone that you're paying going to do that for you? And that's ultimately what it's about. So you can do it online, or you can indeed attend the 3-day fast track. And when you do a 3-day fast track course, you're covering 80% of the syllabus. It's great for people who are not keen on things like distance learning. I mean, all of the content is bite size, so it's pretty easy to dip in and out of. As I say, all your support materials are in there, and we will showcase your results. We have about 5 million subscribers, and we have a marketer of the month. So if you're doing a campaign, you're implementing what you're learning, we'll showcase that too. And indeed, this is an off-qual regulated qualification. So, you know, when you're studying this, it's something that you could walk into any university or college and do. You know, it's a professional qualification, and yes, it's academic. I think the key thing is it's worldwide recognized. It's never going to expire. Once you've got your diploma, you've got your diploma. But yes, we would encourage that you kept that up with continuous professional development, you know, to be key and also be equipped in your role. So being a study centre of excellence and being CIM accredited means that we're audited every 12 weeks, but it's full accountability. One of the things that I would say is that what you learn, you know, if you implement these strategies we teach, we guarantee you'll get results in 30 days. So, you know, if you're doing this to grow your business, and I'm not just talking about employing people, I'm talking about growing it in terms of profit and customers and actually achieving your goals. It's crucial, and it's suitable for anyone who wants to increase online visibility and profits in their business. So what we're looking at here is the way that we teach. I'm a key influencer, so I think the authenticity is that if I'm talking to you about SEO or social media and I'm teaching you that, you know that me and my team are working within it all day long, because all you've got to do is go to Google, all you've got to do is go to LinkedIn. You know, we've got 27,000, or sorry, indeed, I've got 27,000 direct connections and ranked number 1, you know, worldwide in the world of digital marketing. So we are, I suppose, a case study in ourselves. You know, everything that we are utilizing and doing, we're showcasing and bringing to the qualification. So we've had 15 commendations for outstanding results achieved by our students, which is good news for students, but keeps us at the top of the league table. You know, at the end of the day, we want to be a study centre who is at the top of the tree, who is performing in the number 1 status in that league table worldwide, and we are. So, you know, it's in our interest for students to pass, because we want to maintain that position. We want to, you know, maintain that accolade. So we've had students from freelance businesses to multinational and indeed international teams from all sorts of industries and sectors. So the qualification suits whether you're business to business or business to consumer. It doesn't matter. What you're learning and what you're going to be talking about is how it relates in your business. So an important consideration if you're investing in anything is a price guarantee with 20% cheaper at least than any other study centre worldwide. If you found someone who were not, we would beat that by 20%, and we're that confident. But you're also still getting 100% quality. As a digital agency, we produce everything in-house, and every tutor that you have or you would come into contact with is CIM accredited, is an examiner. So when we review your work, we're looking at it exactly as the examiner would when they mark and grade your assessments. So we do buy now, pay later plans. We have all sorts of support, as I say, from interactive quizzes, testing your knowledge at the beginning and seeing how you are in terms of your digital skills and expertise and where your gaps may be. So the tutors will see an end-to-end view of your progress, and we can see at any point how much or how little you have done. You get email reminders every week just to kind of chiv you on and keep you accountable. Now, as I say, we've worked with a huge amount of different businesses, from IT to banks, building societies, property, you name it. There probably isn't a sector out of 27, nearly 28,000 students that we haven't dealt with. So you get your dedicated team. We have a student support team who are around from 8 till 6, Monday to Friday. We have the learning support group, the study buddy group, which has 24/7 ability to pose questions. We might not be answering them at 2 o'clock in the morning, but we'll certainly do our best to get back as soon as possible. Now, as I say, I'm the head tutor, but there's other tutors that support the cohorts as well. I would be a key part of your journey. So in terms of learning style, this is a really good way of understanding the way that we teach and obviously, you know, our status and background. So with these sorts of things, obviously joining a masterclass, joining a discovery session is great. But if you just want to have a conversation, get in touch with us. You know, we're here to chat. We need to make sure that this is right for you. We don't want you embarking or investing in something that is not going to achieve your goals, and it's not going to inspire you. Because at the end of the day, the more students that we have who obviously are in the right courses are going to come out, and that is going to be beneficial for us because we'll be recommended. 73% of our customers come back to us. And for that reason, I would never ethically tell somebody to do a qualification if I didn't feel it was right for them, or indeed that they had the skills or expertise to complete it. So if you want to have a conversation, by all means, I would love to chat. As I say, my background is as a digital author, a speaker, and most importantly, a CIM trainer. You can go and have a look at me online, go and have a look at Business Consort, have a look at my name, Google me, have a look and see what we do. You know, at the end of the day, you have to like us as much as we have to like our students, you know. So we need to make sure that you're a right match, and having a chat with us would be the best way to do that. We can get a tutor to give you a call, we can have a chat with you and make sure that obviously, you know, from your point of view, it's right. So feel free to give us a call, 0800 334 5784, or email inquiries@digitalandsocialmediaacademy.com. You can type Business Consult into Google and you will see everything we've done. You can type my name, Dawn McGrewer, into Google, and again, you can see a bit more about my background and get a flavour for us as a study centre. So if you've got any questions, I would love to take them now. There's a couple of questions that have just come in saying, would it be feasible if I started now to graduate in 12 weeks? Absolutely, yes, it would be. You have to put the effort in. It takes about 4 weeks, we guesstimate, to do the syllabus, which is the actual learning. And then I would say you could probably do your assignments over those periods of time, about 8 weeks, okay. So just going to stop the share and I'm going to come back to you as full screen. I'm going to answer a couple of questions that we have on here. Let's see, am I eligible for Okay, you would be eligible for the discount in terms of if you are actually, if you've done a marketing degree and you go to the graduate gateway and check that your degree is on the exemption. So basically what it's doing is it's looking at what degree you've done, mapping it against this qualification, and if there's a duplication and it's saying, well, there's no point, you've already learned it. So what I would suggest doing is drop us an email. We'll give you the link for the graduate gateway. You can then double check and then it'll come up on the system and say, yes, your degree says that you absolutely can get exemption on this course, and then our team will send you the £300 discount code. You pop that in at the checkout and you are good to go. So if you would like that, Jeanette, if you get in touch with us, just drop us a quick email, inquiries at, again, if you want to put your email privately to me on here, I'll get our team to follow up as well. And we'll have your email that's registered, so they'll drop that to you, and we'll send across the replay as well. So I'm hoping you enjoyed today's masterclass. If you've got any questions, or indeed you just want to have a chat, please get in touch. Let me know, and I will be glad to have a conversation or get one of our team to have a chat with you.